In the quiet corners of the Royal Marsden Hospital, a legacy lives on. It's a legacy born from the courage and resilience of one woman, Deborah James, known to many as Bowel Babe. Her journey was not an easy one, marked by the harsh reality of stage 4 bowel cancer. Yet, in the face of adversity, she chose to rise. Her story is one of strength, of laughter in the face of pain, and of living life to the fullest, even when the odds were stacked against her. She shared her journey with the world, touching countless hearts with her raw honesty and indomitable spirit. In the midst of her own battle, Bowel Babe found the strength to help others. She became a tireless fundraiser for the Royal Marsden, a hospital that played a crucial role in her treatment. Through her relentless efforts, she managed to raise a significant amount of funds, providing much-needed support for the hospital and its patients. Even after her passing, the funds continue to pour in, a testament to the lasting impact of her work. Bowel Babe's battle with cancer came to an end, but her spirit remains undimmed. Her legacy continues to inspire and give hope to countless individuals at the Royal Marsden and beyond. Her story is a poignant reminder of the power of resilience, the importance of laughter, and the value of living life to the fullest, no matter the circumstances. In the end, Bowel Babe's story is not just about the battle she fought, but about the life she lived. It's a story of finding joy in the journey, of making every moment count, and of leaving a lasting impact on the world. Her legacy is a testament to the enduring power of hope, courage, and the human spirit.
I always say whenever we go to the hospital, we've got to wear the "We Got This" merch. There's always a link down in the description box below.
Hello beautiful trowels, and welcome back to another video. Now this video wasn't the easiest to make. Sometimes when you follow the lives of toxic people, you seem to forget about the real heroes in the world. The reason for making this video is not only to remember Deborah for all the good she has done and the good that her legacy continues to do, but it is to call out a certain vulture that hovered above this beautiful young woman. And by vulture, I do mean Tiffanythinks. I just hope you're all ready for this. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? So let's all take a trip back to the year of 2013, when Tiffany first launched her channel. Despite her best efforts, she really struggled to make her mark, whether it was gifting influencers expensive gifts in return for a shout-out.
I got a sweet little present, surprise, from my friend Tiffanythinks. She also does YouTube videos. She's actually from England.
Resorting to clickbait just to draw viewers in.
Shall I do a clickbait thumbnail? Guess what the thumbnail's going to be? I won money. I won the lottery. 100k.
Even taking it as far as venturing into the explicit world of feeders to try and get noticed by those type of viewers.
Look at all that mayonnaise. Tastes good. That tastes so good.
Nothing seemed to give her the breakthrough she was looking for. Then, after struggling since her teens with stomach issues and having to go through multiple surgeries, Tiffany was then diagnosed with cancer. But this so happened to be her light bulb moment. She realized could carve out her own niche in the online world, a cancer empire. Now, this is where things start to turn dark.
On September the 13th, I was diagnosed with cancer. It's called adenocarcinoma.
And it was this moment right here when everything changed for Tiffany. Tiffany was angry that the world had dealt her a cruel hand, so she decided to take the opportunity to claw her way to the top, no matter the cost. And she was prepared to step on absolutely anyone to get there. Even the beautiful Deborah James, or as thousands of people know her by, Bowel Babe. This is the story of how Tiffanythinks fought her way into becoming the very next Bowel Babe,
I am a very complicated case.
Yeah, you are. 100%.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm very complicated. I don't think, like, they didn't have another girl. No one, like, in my situation.
Yeah.
Let's rewind to the beginning of Tiffany's cancer journey, where she was completely unaware of how the world would react to her new and improved content, but she felt confident enough that it would get her to the top, as she studied cancer vloggers enough to know all the tips and tricks to use on her audience. On top of everything, Tiffany was forever banging on about how her channel wasn't some kind of school. She was just there to spill her story, not to teach. She made it crystal clear that her journey was hers alone, and she didn't have to justify anything to anyone. She told her subscribers to just sit back, watch, throw in some support, but to zip it with the questions.
I'm not coming out and telling you all like details, but the reason why I'm not telling you details is because I'm trying to focus and I'm trying to understand the little details. And I always thought, like, my YouTube channel isn't like an educational challenge. It's not an educational channel.
I've always said this channel isn't an educational channel.
If you're here for like educational purposes, this isn't the video or the channel for you.
And heaven help anyone who dared to break her channel's rules. They were swiftly and mercilessly banished to the shadowy abyss of YouTube's blocked section. No second chances, no mercy. Cross the line and you're out. That's how Tiffany liked to run her show.
If I'm not happy with the comment, I'm just going to block and delete you. Because I have blocked some of the haters, and I know it must be a shock, but I just want to give you a little warning now. So if you leave a comment that I'm not happy with, whether it's about me or my loved ones, I'm just going to block and delete, and that's it, and then I move on.
Her whole family was roped into the Tiffany show, all hands on deck to help her climb the YouTube ladder. They were in the trenches with her, helping design her merch line, throwing parties when she hit her YouTube milestones. They even went as far as picking up the camera during Tiffany's darkest hours, capturing her lying there in pain. Nothing was off limits.
Tiffany's sleeping.
Even though Tiffany's subscriber count was on the rise, but it was far from what she had envisioned. The dream of becoming the new Bowel Babe was turning into an obsession that was hard to ignore. It was like a constant itch, always there, always nagging. She was growing increasingly frustrated, her patience wearing thin. She wanted more.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing if the Tiffanythinks family can just grow and grow and grow. My aim is to get to 100,000 because I really want that YouTube plaque. Did you know YouTube sends you like this little plaque? If you hit 100,000 subscribers, you get a YouTube plaque. How cool would that be if we got a little YouTube plaque that says Tiffanythinks on it? Honestly, that's all I want.
As Tiffany's fixation on the YouTube plaque intensified, she decided it was time to up her game. On the 8th of September 2022, only a few months after Deborah's passing, she made a move that would stir controversy. She tagged her video with Bowel Babe, a name that was deeply associated with the recently passed Deborah James. While the world was grieving the loss of this brave cancer warrior, in the background, Tiffany was secretly using her name. It was a bold move, one that was seen as an attempt to benefit from the legacy of a beloved figure. This is when it became clear that Tiffany was willing to do whatever it took to win. And it sure did work in her favor. To this day, that video is one of the top viewed videos on her channel, viewed nearly 500,000 times. Tiffany just couldn't believe it. I mean, this was everything she wanted. The attention taken away from Bowel Babe and sent straight to her. So for the next video, well, I'm sure you can guess it. She did it again. Secretly tagged Bowel Babe in this video right here, titled No Surgery, Cancer. Uploaded on 11th of September, only a few days after the last upload. So her little game is working, huh? Just look at those comments, a massive 7,000. It's just ridiculous, especially when her past videos barely managed 700 to 1,000 comments. It's so obvious what she was up to here. Well, Tiffany just couldn't leave well enough alone, could she? Using Deborah's tag was working out just fine, but no, that wasn't enough for her. She had to push it, had to take it a step further. She didn't just want to use Deborah's tag, she wanted to become her. So she studied Deborah's content. She dissected every picture, every dance video, every post, every sponsorship like she was preparing for the most important exam of her life. She was like a sponge, soaking up every detail. She copied Deborah's poses, dancing in the hospitals during treatment. It was like she was trying to become a carbon copy of Deborah. Don't believe me? Let me show you.
this part of the video, I am working and collaborating with Emma Mattress.
Hi, I'm 36 years old. I was diagnosed just over a year ago, just before Christmas, nothing like a Christmas present, to be told that after 6 months of a change of bowel habits, basically where I was pooing blood. I'm going to be very frank, because I think one of the biggest problems is that people are not frank enough about the symptoms that led to their diagnosis.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but BBC Radio London contacted me, and I'm going to be on the radio.
Literally falls out your arse, Deb, doesn't it?
Literally falls out your bum.
Falls out your bum.
Falls out your bum. For me, it came flowing, absolutely, on a regular basis.
And everybody, I mean, you always end it, you say, we've got this, and the positivity.
I don't Google anything, I don't even listen to the doctors properly, because there's this moment, I don't want to know too much, but then with my YouTube family, they'll tell me what I need to hear.
Although it's taken over my life, and that's fine, I've just not allowed it to come between me and the things that I want to do. And it's given me loads of opportunities. I can't explain it. I've been on the radio, I've been on TV, I've done things that I never thought that I would be able to, you know? And now I'm thinking, Tiffany, I'm writing a book.
But it didn't just stop there. Tiffany saw Deborah's merch line do so well, so what does she do? Well, she rolls out her own.
You guys know I always say we got this with the blue heart.
But here's the catch. Deborah, the angel that she is, was sending every single penny of her profits straight to cancer research. And back in June 2022, before Deborah passed, she announced that she'd raised £650,000. Can you believe that? And Tiffany? Well, let's just say her profits weren't exactly finding their way to a noble cause. Nope, they were going straight into her own pocket.
Got the We Got This hoodie on, because I say whenever we go to the hospital, you gotta wear the We Got This merch.
You think that's bad? But it gets worse. Tiffany, in her grand quest to become the next Bowel Babe, can't even bring herself to utter Deborah's name. The same Deborah who raised the funds to build the Oak Center, the very place where Tiffany is currently receiving treatment in. But does Tiffany acknowledge that? You've got to be joking. She won't even give Deborah a passing mention. It's as if she's trying to rewrite history, conveniently leaving Deborah out of it.
I'm sat here at the Marsden. I think it's the opportune moment to tell you all about the Marsden March, which I had the privilege to take part in last year alongside the Yumi Big C crew, and it was a privilege. Next year it's happening again. It's happening on the 3rd of May, and I have 20% discount code for you to sign up. But remember, all money goes to charity. The whole point is it's a fundraising thing, but obviously we want you to come and join in, and then you never know, you might want to raise a bit more. And the money this year is very importantly going towards the opening of a new Oak Center. It's one of the largest, most ambitious research projects. I'm going to be talking quite a lot about this.
I don't think I've ever shown you the inside of the new area. I'll show you quickly without trying to get anyone in. I don't know if you know, but when I volunteer, that's the main area, and then the waiting area is around here. That's where I kind of do my volunteering, around this area.
Tiffany, in her relentless quest for social media stardom, was shamelessly copying every facet of Deborah's life. She was hell-bent on becoming the next sensation, the buzz of the online world, without giving a single thought to those who are genuinely in need. But there's a line she won't cross, acknowledging Deborah's courageous battle with cancer. She's petrified that even a mention of Deborah's name or struggle might eclipse her own painstakingly built reputation. It's a twisted game of ambition and fear, a tug-of-war between her desperate desire for recognition and the terror of being overshadowed.